During the Towers negotiation, I was the representative for Vincent's Bakery, and in order to get a deal that was worth pursuing, I had to be above 135 points, and I was well above that with 175. Because of this, I feel that one of my strengths was how I utilized my distributive planning process, which was to identify my opponent's resistance point and then settle near their resistance point in order to keep myself closer to my target point. I noticed that the liquor store owner was making a wide pattern of concessions and started to get emotionally defensive as we got closer to a certain point. And due to this, I concluded that I was getting close to her resistance point and that it was time for me to settle. My first weakness in this negotiation is that I fell victim to two different types of bias: temporal synchrony bias and sinister attribution bias. And even though this wasn't a digital negotiation, I feel that these still played a factor in my negotiation. So for temporal synchrony bias, I entered the negotiation assuming that we would all be making a deal in a quick manner, as well as making a deal that would be mutually satisfying for all of the parties involved. I quickly realized that this was not the goal of a couple of the other parties within the negotiation, mainly the liquor store owner. She was very demanding about what she needed and was using hardball tactics like aggression. Because of this, I fell victim to sinister attribution bias. Um, because instead of realizing that she represented the store and had to get a deal that was best for her, I attributed my negative feelings to the person rather than the situational factors that were involved. My second strength in this negotiation was that I had a strong BATNA already in place prior to negotiating. I could have walked away from the Towers deal easily and still gotten a fair deal that would have advanced my business because of my well thought out and previously discussed BATNA with Java Joe's coffee shop. Java Joe's was interested in a partnership where they sell 3 different types of my drip coffee, or their drip coffee, in our bakery, and in return, they will sell 5 different types of our pastries in their shop. Vincent's will deliver a set amount of pastries every other day to Java Joe's, and Java Joe's would set up the coffee and hire an employee and train them within our shop. And 60% of the profits that they make on our pastries would go directly to us at Vincent's. So my final weakness in this negotiation is that I fell for the liquor store's owner's dirty tricks. So not only was she using hardball tactics like aggression and intimidation, she was also using the dirty trick of bluffing and was saying that continually said that she was going to walk away from the Towers deal. But in order for us to make this a valuable marketplace, we really wanted to keep the liquor store owner involved, and I tried to kind of make that a goal of mine. So because of this, I settled on positioning, and I ended up earning 0 points. And because I fell to this dirty trick, it made my ending value much lower and didn't give my bakery the positioning that it desired.